Leo and his forest friends. Once upon a sunny day, a little boy named Leo sat by the sparkling, whispering river. He had hair like sunshine and knees that were always a little bit muddy from his adventures. The river was his favorite place in the whole wide world. It was a long, wiggly ribbon of water that sang a soft song as it hurried past. On one side of the river was the big, leafy ebonwood forest. Its trees were so tall they tickled the clouds. And way, way in the distance, perched high on a rocky hill, was Stonehaven Castle. It looked like a giant's forgotten sandcastle, all gray and quiet. Leo was having a wonderful morning watching his friends. A little kingfisher with feathers as blue as the summer sky and a chest as orange as a juicy peach was playing a game of catch. Zip! It would flash past a streak of bright color, and then splish! It would dive into the water. Every time, it came up with a tiny silver fish. "Good catch," Leo whispered, clapping softly. Down by the riverbank, a family of otters was playing. They were so silly. They would slide down the muddy banks and splash into the water with a joyful whee! Then they'd chase each other in a tickling game, their sleek brown bodies twisting and turning in the bubbly river. Leo giggled, trying to guess which otter was which. High above, in the thick branches of an old oak tree, sat a wise old owl. He wasn't asleep, oh no. His big round eyes were watching everything, and he would hoot a gentle hoo-hoo to let everyone know he was keeping a watchful eye on his forest. Everything was peaceful, a quiet symphony of chirps and splashes. But then, a very loud sound came from the castle. Clang, clang, clang. It was the castle's big bell, ringing its loud, booming voice across the valley. The otters stopped their game and poked their little noses out of the water, looking surprised. The kingfisher flew up to a tall branch, shaking his head as if to say, "My goodness, what was that?" Even the wise old owl huffed a little, ruffling his feathers. But Leo just smiled. He knew the castle wasn't being mean. It was just being itself. Just like the kingfisher made its tiny splash and the otters made their bubbly whee, the castle made its big boomy clang. Every part of his world had its own special voice. As the sun began to dip low, painting the sky with colors of pink and orange, Leo felt very happy. He had his friends in the river and the forest, and even the big, noisy castle was a part of his story. He knew his world was full of different sounds and sights, and that's what made it so very wonderful.